Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for October 17th. October 17th is the 290th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 291st in leap years, with 75 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is constellation. Constellation is a noun that means a group of stars forming a recognizable pattern that is traditionally named after its apparent form or identified with a mythological figure. It can also refer to a group of associated or similar people or things. The word constellation comes to us from Middle English, from Old French before that, and ultimately from late Latin. And with that, Kepler's supernova was observed on October 17, 1604 in the constellation of Ophiuchus. On October 17th of 1814, 8 people died in the London beer flood. Now, we've talked about a similar flood before, except that the other one that we covered was a molasses flood in Boston. Similar situation though, a massive vat gave way and burst. The pressure destroyed another vessel, and the ensuing rush of liquid took down a wall and went outside, where it didn't take long at all for it to run into some people and kill them. May they rest in peace. This is the birthday of American actress, singer, and dancer Rita Hayworth, born October 17th, 1918. She was a top pinup girl for GIs during World War II. She lived to the age of 68. Al Capone was convicted of income tax evasion on October 17, 1931. He was so slippery that was the only thing they could get him for. On October 17, 1969, the Caravaggio painting Nativity with St. Francis and St. Lawrence was stolen from the Oratory of St. Lawrence in Palermo, Italy. It's still missing, but a replica was commissioned in 2015 and now hangs in the altar. I'll Be There by the Jackson 5 began its first of 5 weeks in the number 1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, October 17, 1970. A very young Michael Jackson will have been 11 years old when this was recorded. It was released the day before his 12th birthday in August of 1970. Written by Berry Gordy, Hal Davis, Bob West, and Willie Hutch, I'll Be There was the first single from their third album, which was called Third Album. It was their 4th number 1 hit in a row, and the first group whose first 4 singles reached number 1, and the first black group with 4 consecutive number 1 pop hits. Sold over 6 million copies worldwide and has been covered by a number of artists, was featured in a Pepsi ad in 1992. I'll Be There by Jackson 5, number 1, October 17, 1970. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.